So, of course, it makes sense that most of our funds are going to go to research of one sort or another because, research is expensive. And there is, as I mentioned earlier, a great deal of very important research that remains to be done and that's not going to be done by other people. So this really falls into a couple of areas initially, and I emphasize initially, so let me first emphasize the bottom line of this slide. There will be very much a pipeline of pioneering projects as time goes on, and my scientific lieutenant, Caitlin Lewis, will be the main person helping me to figure out which ones to do. But we have three major projects on the research side that we are kicking off right at the beginning. And the first one here is probably going to not only be initially, but to remain for some time the flagship of the foundation. Many of you know that I coined the term robust mouse rejuvenation about, I don't know, nearly 20 years ago, probably 18 years ago, as basically the milestone of doubling or perhaps trebling the remaining lifespan of mice that were perfectly normal and healthy mice, as mice go, and had nothing at all done to them until they were already in middle age, like maybe 18 months old, which is about 2/3 of the way through a normal mouse's lifespan. And the idea was that this was something that, first of all, would be very difficult to achieve. It would need a combination damage repair approach of the sort that I've been, of course, pioneering over the past 20 years. So lots of things done to the same mice at the same time. And the thing is that its benefit would be of two sorts. First of all, it would have scientific value in the sense that it would help us to understand what might work for humans. But perhaps even more importantly, it would have rhetorical value, that it would become truly impossible for anybody to say that the corresponding amount of progress in humans was just never going to happen. One would have to accept that it was only a matter of time before we do the same thing for humans, even if there are differences in exactly how we do it.